less pure than that New York City subway pizza rat. It's Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. I am not on the emulator. There we go. Okay, so we are in Narsh. We're not really doing anything right now. We have the Moogle Charm equipped because there's something that I forgot to pick up here forever ago. Now, this episode is going to jump around quite a bit because it's essentially one of the final episodes before the actual assault on Kefka's Tower, and it's going to finish up a couple things. One is to grab this item, the Curse Shield. Now basically what you do is you equip this, and its stats are terrible. Well, I mean, I would say actually, I mean, there's someone who uses an actual shield there, so you can see the difference. Yeah, look how terrible that stats are. Now, the Flame Shield provides no bonuses, I don't think. It might, but anyway, it's pretty abysmal as far as the shield goes. Now, once you equip this shield, you then essentially have every negative status ailment upon you whenever you start a battle, up to and including the Doom status, the countdown. Which makes, pretty much the fact that you're poisoned, imped, confused, blinded. I think you're even floating. No, I don't think you're floating, but all sorts of stuff to deal with that pretty much means you need to take a remedy right off the bat every battle, or you're just gonna not do well. However, if you equip a ribbon, that will get rid of everything but the Doom status. Now, once you have finished the shield after 255 battles, you break the curse, and it becomes something else, which you will see right now. Okay, now we're outside the Opera House. This is the party I'm going with. I only have 2 cherub downs, but let's see who has... Yeah, there it is! The Paladin Shield. Now if you try to equip another shield, yeah, it's much better. It's probably the best shield in the game. I think the only shield that has a better actual M block is the Force Shield. But yeah, it's actually really good. It teaches you the spell Ultima at 1%. See, 6% there. If you do not have the Ragnarok Esper, if you take the sword, this is the only way to actually obtain this spell. So now I can obtain all the spells in the game. These 2 are missing because it is Meteor and Merton, which are obtained via the Crusader Esper. I think you can also learn Meteor from Odin, but it's at 1%, and Crusader teaches it at 10. So since we're prepared, why don't we go inside? I did some level grinding there, got our way up to about level 40, as I was obtaining, obtaining the Curse Shield. I leveled everyone up to about 40, and there's a dragon in the middle of the stage, and I got a lot of people most of their spells, doing a lot of level grinding from, in the the dinosaur forest, and then eventually the Fanatic's Tower, and then eventually I just got tired of it and I wanted it done as fast as possible. Now, if you go back to the original place where you started the World of Ruins, it's a little island there. When you walk around on the world map, you run into enemies that have 1 HP and a poison effect, which means they basically die in like a second or 2. And you just put the emulator on fast forward and just walk back and forth, letting the enemies die off, and then, you'll eventually break the shield, and that's how I did it, or the last bit of it. But you want to press any switch, except the one on the right, and you'll end up on the stage, and you shall end up in a battle with the Dirt Dragon. Let's see. Oh, shit. The Dirt Dragon has 28,500 HP, is weak to wind and water, and he will give us a Magus Rod at the end of this battle. Now, if you had done what I didn't do, which was get 4 cherub downs, everybody would be floating, and then if he cast the Earthquake, it wouldn't matter at all. But he's really very easy if you're appropriately leveled. He also has an ability where he can do some kind of gravity move that will remove your float. I don't remember what it's called. Ryan will probably correct me. He's gonna just keep hitting me with stuff. But I have 2 people with float just to make sure that I survive any earth moves that he does. But he's already dead. No big deal whatsoever. The red dragon was probably the hardest dragon, and it was only the hardest dragon because I went there pretty early. I don't know what that means, but so that is the dirt dragon. Now, the final 2 are inside Kefka's tower. What I have done is I have gone in, defeated both of them, and then afterwards I left and did all the grinding to get everybody the maximum magic, which is all completed. So we're almost ready to actually do the tower. But I will show you the 2 dragon fights right about now. Okay, here we are. We're in Kefka's tower. This is party number 2. This is the party that is there. Everything's all normal there. We actually should probably heal up there. This is before I've done the magic grinding, which is where Ryan has really no spells. But there's a dragon. And you will come to this room, he will just be sitting there, and you walk up, you talk to him, he's like, hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Wanna play? Wanna play? And then, bang, you're in a fight. This is the gold dragon, which is pretty much just a freaking dinosaur. He has 32,400 HP, is weak to water, and he will drop a Crystal Orb. So yeah, he has no real weakness to exploit, so we're just going to use Flare on him. And Johnny's going to bum rush him to oblivion. My Eternus is going to do nothing, and Ryan is going to charge up all his ridiculous sword techs to get to 7. So we can use he uses a lot of thunder magic. So we can use probably the best sword tech he has. His level 8 sword tech is... Ow. His level 7 is Quadra-Slice. It basically does the same as the level 4 move, only it's not half power, which, again, you probably could have done more damage like that if you just attacked with the offering. But his level 8 move is it's called Cleave, and it's an instant death attack. So there's really no point in ever using it, because half the things you want to use it on are just useless. They're just normal enemies that you can kill easily regardless, so anything you want to use it on to actually get rid of it, it won't work. So it's kind of pointless. Then again, Ryan's sword tech, while a great concept, is kind of pointless. 1 dragon left. Okay, you get a Crystal Orb, which I believe is the thing that increases your MP by half. I will not be using that because really 400 MP is plenty, especially if everyone has Osmos. Now the other dragon is also in Kefka's tower, and it is on path 3. So yeah. Alright, here we are, and this is the party using this one. I'm not sure why they're floating. I think it's because I was casting Quake on everything. There is a boss, there is a boss on this path before that obviously I had to kill to get here. However, when I get to that point in the tower, I will simply do some kind of weird editing magic and show you the save state of that boss so you actually can see what it is. It's nothing really all that special. But we have dragon number 8. Who is the Skull Dragon? Looks kind of like a weird dinosaur skeleton. He has 32,800 HP. Like most undead, is weak to fire and holy, though life does not work on him. And really is nothing spectacular. So we are just going to fire 3 the mess out of him. Actually, use Mimic so you can double cast it. Cheating! I believe you don't have it, no. And this should do it. Really? I mean, no. They didn't even need the second spell. I love knowing how to use Espers for stat gains. And we get a Muscle Belt, which does the same thing as the Crystal Orb, except it increases your HP by half. And we've defeated all 8 dragons, and the Dragon Seal is broken. And you see the Magicite Crusader. Now, I originally thought that I had, like, to go do something somewhere, because I couldn't really remember. But no, you just get it right then and there. And Crusader teaches you Merton and Meteor, and has a MP plus 50% thing, which I believe is the best MP gaining Esper. Him as an ability pretty much kills you and the enemy. Unlike Merton, which is fire, and if you had 4 flame shields, you could literally just have everybody spam Merton, and unless the enemy also absorbed fire, you could kill pretty much everything. You know, that's another kind of weird thing. It's how this game has an obsession with things like Quake and Merton hitting you and the enemy. But yeah, those are the 8 dragons, the final 3 of which have now been finished. So I will show you what it is like once you have completed all your magic grinding. Okay, here we are. And I use this party because essentially it's the same party that you just had, except, or at least part of the party that I just had. But you notice that Ryan and Simon had very little magic, and now it is entirely full. Also, another small note is that this is pretty much what like my final stats will be around level 40 and whatnot. But I have to have to show you what happens the first time you enter the tower. I had to have a save state for that, because obviously I had to go in and then come back out. And getting out is easy. All you gotta do is wait for any party to get back to their starting point. You can leave the first party there and grab the hook and you're out. So I have to show you what happens when you enter the tower, which will be a quote-unquote different save file, because it's before this one. And obviously the other boss, so that's going to be fun to splice together. Just in case anyone wonders, like, oh, why is this kind of different? That would be why. But yeah, so I believe next we'll be finding all of the lore in the game, all the remaining ones. And then after that, it will be doing Kefka's Tower. There might be an addendum for the arena after the fact, because again, there's really no point to using it. I can defeat the game easily enough as it is without having to worry about, you know, setting up an invincible Celes to win items at the arena. And truthfully, it could easily take, you know, half an hour to win a battle, because she's invincible. She can't really be hurt because she has, you know, perfect magic block, so everything will just be blocked, which is due to a bug in the game, not necessarily anything special I can do. But oh, I didn't grab any of the treasure in Kefka's Tower, in case you wonder. But not only that, is that because her spell list is everything, she could sit there and cast Imp like 15 straight times, because it's random, and I hate it, which is why I don't like the arena in this game, because the NPC, or the character you use, does whatever the hell it feels like. They don't have any kind of AI script. It's just everything they could possibly do. It picks it out of a list, and then I had Celes Runic once, like 16 straight times. It's like, come on! But yeah. So, next time, I will show you where to get all the rest of the lore. Though I did actually learn Pep Up in the tower, which isn't really that good of a spell, so I'll try to make a note of who taught it to me while I was in there. And if you wanted to, there's an enemy in the tower called Dark Force that could teach you every blue magic spell in the game except Grand Train, so if you have that, then you could literally just wait there until they cast whatever you want. But anyway, I've rambled on for far too long. We are almost finished with this game, and you know what that means. Final Fantasy VII will be coming. So this is it, your chance to call out your name to get yourself in the Genrai Let's Play, like anyone really cares at this point. The 3 female names are already taken, because obviously my list of female friends is apparently longer than I thought. So, like, there's several I still haven't, had used yet, and I would like to. So unfortunately, if you're a girl and you want to claim a name, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait until and fight over Renoa or another game where I could possibly name females. Or you could claim your name for, like, Vincent or something. You could make him name, like, Sasha. I don't care. But, yeah, so remember to do that. I'll remind you at the end of pretty much every video. And it will be the next Let's Play after this one, because apparently everyone's so much waiting for it, despite the fact that I don't think it's that great of a game. Blasphemy! So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a good night.